Do you know what this one's going to be called? When women don't pick the right men, their oldest son becomes their new man. So this comment was left underneath a video that I posted. I was doing a reaction video. And in that video, I'm saying that, children shouldn't need, as a child, 18, 19, you're a fucking child. As a young man, you shouldn't need to help out your parents financially. At no point. If your parents truly have done the work, their sons and their daughters don't need to help them out financially. Yeah, they can help them out, physically, offer them a helping hand. But financially, you as a grown-ass adult, you as a mom, you as a dad should not need no financial help from your son or your daughter. I don't give a fuck what age they are. You think fucking Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk is calling upon their first or second son or daughter? Oh yeah, I beg you lend me a £50. I beg you lend me a £200 to next payday and that. No. So anyway, it's one thing I've noticed. Yeah, you get me? I've noticed, I've heard man say, yeah, man, I had to drop my mum £200 and that, or my mum owes me £500, or even worse, I know a man, his mum had to take out a car on finance in his name, So a man told me that, yo, I financed a car for my mum in my name, yeah? Right then and there, I knew his mum has shit credit. Who the fuck puts their car on finance in their son's name? So anyway, this comment was left. This is my situation right now. Most of my money goes to helping my mum and my sisters and that. And I just think to myself, as soon as I saw that comment, I was like, where's the man of the house? Where's the fucking man of the house? See, this is what happens when women pick the wrong men. Their sons, eventually, one day, they're going to have to become their fucking man. They're going to have to support them. Now, some idiot will come in the comment section, so I'm going to rule this out, yeah? Because I know the wool police, are going to come. Some idiots can say, well, what if somebody's... Because this is a thing that I see all the time, young men have to help out their moms and that. Some idiot is going to come in the comment section and say, well, what if someone's dad passed away? But most people's dads do not pass away, fam. Yeah? For the most part, in those sort of situations that, if someone's dad is 80 years old and that, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about if someone's dad is 60 years old. I'm talking about, more than likely, a man's mom's 50 years old or whatever, and a man's 25 or something like that, Most people, their dad has not died in the line of duty, so therefore they have to become, their second in charge. I'm not talking about that. A lot of people are not in that situation, but a lot of people do have to support their mum financially, and that. It's foolishness. All because the woman doesn't know how to pick the right sort of man, fam. That's why I never feel sorry for these women that are, I don't want to start because I don't want a video to get banned or blocked or whatever it is. But women that are, you get me, not with the baby, I don't feel sorry for them. Because at some point, every woman, unless you're on fucking -1 out of 10, you had some decent guy that was on your case. Yeah? And you thought, nah, I'll curve him. Nah, he ain't making enough money, or he ain't good looking enough, or he ain't tall enough, or he's not a bad man, or something like that. So you know what, forget him. But then when you become a single woman, you sit and think to yourself, I wish I had a good man about. Any chicks watching this right now, if you're a bit unsure of how to select the sort of man that you want, what sort of man should you be with? It's so simple. We don't need to talk about income. We don't need to talk about intelligence. We don't need to talk about how good looking a man is. None of that. Yeah? This is the easiest way, to determine whether this is the sort of guy that you should pick to be with and to reproduce with. Chicks watching this right now. If you're talking to any guys right now, the number one and easiest way to determine whether this guy is a good suitor for you, just ask yourself this question. This guy that you're talking to right now, would you want your son to be like him? Would you want your son to be pretty much like it? Because no one can be an exact replica or so. But would you want your son to grow up to be just like this man? If the answer's no, then you got to move on. If the answer is no, because, oh, he's a drug dealer, or he's in and out of jail, bro, you gotta fucking move on. And if the sort of guys, if the last 5 or 6 guys that you've dated, you wouldn't have, if you're thinking about it now, the last 6 guys that you've dated, you wouldn't want your son to be like any of these guys. Well, maybe the problem might be you, because you cannot attract the sort of man that you would want your son to be like. Women that constantly date doctors and lawyers and bankers and stockbrokers and that, they don't have this problem. Yeah? They don't have the problem where, let's say, you know, something goes a little bit wrong in a relationship and that, but at least a man there could be there to drop some money. Whoever, these guys, yeah, that are having to take the place of the father and that, their dads are probably broke. Their dads can't even drop a little money and that and look after the sisters and whatnot. Yeah, it's just foolishness, man. So you gotta blame the women, man. You gotta blame the women. Waste men are always going to exist. It's down to the women to filter them out. Me and my girl was sitting right here about 2-3 hours ago, and we was talking about this topic at hand. And I was saying that, you know what, I'm glad that it's quite hard for men to get women in that. Because imagine, yeah, if women literally had no filter. I know it seems like they have no filter, but imagine they had no filter. The world would be crazy. The world would be fucking crazy, man. So it's down to the women to filter out the waste, man. I don't want to hear no chicks, oh man, he seemed like he turned out to be a waste man out of blood. You didn't set certain parameters in place. You didn't set certain filters in place. The guy that the sort of men that you are interested in, your dad would never pick those boys for you. Yeah. If we was like doing arranged marriages and shit like that, the guys that these chicks are hooking up with and that, their dads would never pick that guy for them. Never in a million years. So yeah, man. Women, you don't need to start picking the right sort of men, man.